Hello nieces, hello nephews, it's your Uncle Charles here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do unbiased price action analysis. Keyword, unbiased. Unbiased Uncle Charles' channel here. I preach to be a sheep, not to be a bull, not to be a bear, but to be a sheep, a follower of the price action. Alright? I mentioned on my general lean. Let me go to my general lean here. People love my general lean. It's the closest thing I do to prediction. Remember, general leans are not predictions. They're pretty much just if and then statements. All right, that's all they are. And we look to react to the price action because nobody could see the future. No matter how much you try to inflict your will on the market, it will do nothing. All right, I wrote here, as usual, all I'm trying to do is react. I don't care where the price will go. I just want to catch a piece of it and end my day green. We have CPI tomorrow, so I wouldn't be surprised if we chop today. However, my lean is that as long as above 429.6, SPY can go up some more. SPY does have an area of imbalance, that smart money concept, has an area of imbalance from the 432 to 437 level. Perhaps it can get filled. If 429.6 failed to hold as support, I'm favoring we drop to the liquidity zone below 426. So 429.6 was my equilibrium level to either be bullish or be bearish. We go to the charts. This is a 15-minute chart. Let's go to a 30-minute chart because there's less noise. All right, you guys see my blue line here. This is the chop range from last week, 426 to 429.6. What happened on Friday? We gapped up above that level, 429.6. It struggled to break above it. Gapped up, took out the stop losses, pushed it up higher. We got a false breakout setup of the August 2022 high. It was at 431.7. False breakout setup. It took out the liquidity above, giving us a new high at 432. Right? And I mentioned, market makers are not going to make it easy for us. This is a manipulated market. You got to use that to your advantage. Don't let them play you. When you be bull bias and bear bias, you're letting the market makers play you. But anyways, so look what they did. After hitting the liquidity zone from August 2022 high, we came down and hit the liquidity zone. Anyone who tried to long the 429.6 level got stopped out right here on Friday on the noon time. And then what happened? We got a false breakdown setup. End of day, this was alerted in the Discord. We had a false breakdown setup, and end of day we tested 429.6 as support and held. What happened today on a Monday? Well, in the morning we chopped. And I thought, hey, this is probably all we're getting. This is pre-CPI noise. All right, but I did mention as long as above 429.6, and I mentioned in the YouTube video to stay bullish as long as above 429.6. And now we just got a new 52-week high. Bears have been getting smashed all 2023, just like bulls were getting smashed all 2022. Bull bias traders get smashed. It doesn't matter if you believe in the market or not. I got people telling me, I don't believe in the market. I don't believe in the move. I don't believe in this move. It's fake. It doesn't matter if you believe it's fake or real. The fact is, it still happened, which makes it real. It doesn't matter what your feelings are. The facts don't care about your feelings, especially in the stock market. When the majority wants to be bulls and bears, why would you want to be a bull and bear? Or a bear, when 90% plus are losing, only 5% of the top 10% is what? At break even? And then maybe, just maybe 5% are actually profitable. I'm trying to show you guys here that it's possible to be profitable. It's possible to be profitable. What did Uncle say in the last video? I said to stay bullish above 429.6. We cleared a critical resistance level. And look what happened intraday. Look what happened intraday. Boom, look at this move intraday. I wrote here in my Discord. Long above 432. Long above 432, short below 429.6. We're just here to react. The market end of day at power hour cleared 432 and it triggered a nice move to my next resistance level of 433.5 to 434 zone. If that clears, that will put 435.5 in play. All right. All we had to do was trade unbiasedly. So I'm extremely disappointed of people telling Uncle Charles I didn't believe in the move. You don't have to believe in the move. Just follow the price action. Keep it simple. Whether you believe in a move or not, it still happened and it's still going to happen. If you're bearish, wait for a bearish setup. Wait for the bearish setup. We can play bearish setup if it presents us. We're just trying to make money. But if there's no bearish setup and there's only bullish setup, why not just play that and make money? The money that you make from bullish setups, the money that you can make from bearish setup, they pay the bills the same way. They paid the bills the same way. The only thing that we should be focused on is our P&L. Why is that so hard? You can make all the excuses. It's only human, Uncle Charters. It's only human. Well, that sounds like an excuse for irresponsible behavior. If you want to be human, fine. But don't use that as an excuse to do dumb things. All right? Anyways, that's enough with the lectures. All right? Enough with the lectures. I'm just frustrated because I preach and I teach, and a lot of time I feel like nobody hears me. Okay? I feel like nobody hears me. Anyways, sheeps don't give up though. Sheeps don't give up on the flock. So, let's get down to business. We have CPI tomorrow morning. All right? We got CPI tomorrow morning. And this should cause some volatility. Well, will it go up or down? I don't know. But one thing I know is that these days is a lot of volatility, and it does have a certain tendency. Okay? It does have a certain tendency that makes it a little bit predictable. Okay? A little bit predictable. It helps make the trading a little easier. And what I mean is, when the data is released at 8:30 in the morning, there is an initial reaction. Whether it's CPI or FOMC, there's a tendency, with a probability of greater than 60%, because nothing's 100%. But it's a high probability where the first reaction to the data release is the fake one, and it usually is followed by either a false breakout or a false breakdown, usually followed by a second reaction, which is the real move. Okay, so usually if the first reaction is bullish, you would want to wait for a false breakout. If the first reaction is bearish, you want to wait for a false breakdown. Okay, so if we Google, right, CPI, all right, CPI investing, we go to investing.com, we look at CPI. All right. As citizens of this country, we want to look at core CPI. Core CPI affects us more, but CPI is is the headline. So as traders, we need the headline to serve as a catalyst so that we can get some volatility, so we get some tradable moves. All right. So we look at the date, right? Got the next release date, June 13th. We look at the previous release date was May 10th, right? So if we go I'm going to go down to a 30-minute chart, and then I'm going to slide all the way over to May 10th. All right? May 10th. Down here, you can see the date. All right, here it is, May 10th at 8:30 a.m. We found the candle. This was the reaction to the last CPI. What was the initial reaction? It was a bullish reaction. This candle right here at 8:30 a.m., May 10th, the low was 410.87. The high was 414.48. This is a 30-minute chart. Okay, so from 8:30 to 9 o'clock, it was a big bounce. A big bullish reaction had people, oh my goodness, CPI, and it's bullish. Holy wow. And then what happened at market open? What the heck happened at market open? You're darn right. We had a false breakout. The high of this candle was 414.89. When the market opened, we dropped as low as, 408.87. Big drop, false breakout setup. And first reaction was bullish. Then we got the second reaction. Same case with FOMC, right? At FOMC, we get the initial reaction at 2 o'clock. Then when Powell speaks at 2:30, we get a real reaction. So we look at this. The last one was May 3rd, all right? The last CPI release was May 3rd. So let's go to May 3rd. Okay? May 3rd, here is the 2 o'clock candle. So when FOMC data, the news was released, we had initial reaction where it bounced. It was going up and down, but it got to a high of 413.87. If you guys it hit my 414, like, oh, very close, few cents off it. But if you recall back at that time, I had a 412 level, right? I had a 412 level, and what happened? Initial reaction was bullish. When Powell was done speaking, bow, drop to the downside. All right, so we got CPI tomorrow. We got FOMC the day after. Remember what Uncle Charles is telling you. All right, based on wherever the price action is, watch for the first reaction. All right, so here we go. As far as the price action goes, all right, it closed at 432. We got a new 52-week high, closed just a little below my 434 resistant level. All right, if CPI release, use these levels as reference. If the first reaction is bullish and we break above 435, I got 437 and 438.5 and 440 above that. Please add these levels to your chart so you know if we get a false breakout or not. If we break above those levels, watch for the false breakout and look for puts. If the initial reaction is bearish and we start breaking down support like 432, right? That critical 429.6 level. Below that, I got 428.5, 427, and 426. All right? Add those levels to your charts. Just in case CPI release, we get initial reaction, which is bearish, watch for that false breakdown setup. If you guys been watching my channel long enough, you guys should know what a false breakout and a false breakdown setup is. Okay? If not, comment below. Comment below if you don't know. All right? I'll send you a link or something. All right? So that's the plan for SPY tomorrow. Overall, though, I am overall bullish as long as above 429.6. For me to be bearish or bear bias again, I need that false breakout of that 429.6 level. All right, remember, the 429.6 level is the 61.8 fib level from all-time high down to October low. If you add your chart, if you add your fib levels from all-time high down to October low, you will get 429.6 as the golden zone, the 61.8 fib level. Triple Q, we just still putting in new highs, higher lows. Okay, I wrote on my Discord Triple Q. It was simple. All right, wrote it right up here. We got a double top setup from the 357.5 to 358 zone. If bulls want more upside, they must clear 358 to cancel this double top to put 360 and higher price targets in play. All right, I would have been bearish if we lost some support, but what happened? What happened with the Triple Q? It didn't really break down any support. It cleared that 358 level, and it just squeezed all the bears that try to short all day. They try to short all day, and it got squeezed out at the end of the day, power hour. All right. So overall, the approach to Triple Q is the same way as the SPY. All right. Watch out for those false breakouts and false breakdown setup. They will be the best trades. All right. As far as support go, I got 360, 358, 356, 354, 352.5, 351, and 349.7. Those are my support levels. Okay. As far as above 360, I got 361.5 to 362 zone. There's a gap up there, 364, 366, 368, and 370. Please add these levels to your charts. IWM, we got it IWM flag in here, whether you believe in the upside or not. IWM popped. It popped since the end of May, and now it's flagging. For it to break out and be bullish. It needs to clear 187, whether you believe in the bull move or not. If it clears 187, that's bullish, and it's going to put higher targets in play, 189.5 and 192.5. Okay? If you want to be bearish, and I need to see 185 and 183.3 fail as support. That would be bearish, whether you believe in the bear move or not. This setup, if it breaks down support, will put lower price targets in play, 181.8, 179.6, and 178.5. Tesla, we got an inside day candle setup. All right? Inside day candle setup. I had it support at 244.5. It bounced off my 244.5 support. Recaptured 246. Managed to get as high as 250.9. All right? But overall, inside day candle. The range of the mother candle is 252.4 with the low being 242. So it's quite simple from here. If 252.4 clears, long. With 255, 257, and 260 in play. If 242 fails as support, short. With 255.5, 229, and 223-ish in play. All right? Let the price action guide you. You don't have to trust the move. Just trust in the price action. Apple, the price action continues to be bullish. All 2023 long. If it wants new highs, 185 must clear to put 188.8 in play and another new all-time high above that. All right? As usual, to be bearish, we need to break down support starting with 180. And this uptrend line, the 2023 uptrend line, is at 177. Breakdown 177 would be very bearish, and when I would swing puts. All right? AMD, potential double top here at 130.8. All right? 130.5 to 131 zone. Okay? Give it a zone. 130.5 to 131 zone. Needs to clear 131 to cancel the double top to put higher price targets in play. All right? What do I have here? I got the next resistant at 132.6, 137, and 140-ish. All right? If you want to be bearish, need to break down support. I got support for AMD at 126. If it breaks down 126, 122.5 is in play. Gap fill at 120 and possibly 166.6. All right? NVDA, very nice rally at the end of the day. I mentioned to long above 392.8. So now that it broke out, 392.8 must hold that support. So as long as it's above, stay bullish. All right, watch for that 397, 399 breakout to put fall 2.7 and fall 6.8 in play. All right, if you want to be bearish, 392.8 must fail as support. We need a false breakout setup to put 390 and 386.6 in play. All right, here's the VIX. We got to bounce on the VIX. VIX showing some life. Question is it bouncing so that it can drop some more on a later day, or is this the beginning of a legit bounce? All right, we got CPI tomorrow. We got FOMC the following day. There's gonna be some volatility, and because of that, I'm hoping the VIX will bounce some more. Okay, so watch for that breakout of 15.5 to 16 zone to put 17, 18.5, and 20 in play. All right, now there's support at 13.5. If that fail, we're going to see lower lows, guys. 11.7 and 10 are the next support below. All right, now here is the dark pool order. An interesting dark pool order. I've mentioned the 429.6 level to you guys for a while now, why it is an important level. And we got dark pool levels at that 429.64 level. So very interesting to see that we got some dark pool liquidity at that level. All right, so remember, this is my equilibrium level. And it's also have dark pool backing it up as well now. As long as above 429.6, stay bullish. If it fails and it goes back below this level, switch to bearish. Let's simplify our trading. All right, keep it simple. Don't do nothing fancy. There's nothing fancy about being fancy. All right, 99% in the puts. Over 119,000 contracts went into puts. This is extremely bearish. All right, extremely bearish, entering CPI. Sweeps, look at this, over 40,000 in size, 424 strike price. This one, over 31,000 in size, 425 strike price. Over 30,000 in size, 424 strike price for June 13th and June 16th. That is short term and very aggressive. So good luck to you guys if you bought puts. Interesting, triple Q, 86% in the calls. Only 26,000 contracts though. So nothing compared to the SPY. IWM, 19,000 contracts all in the puts. Apple, 83% of puts, over 12,000 contracts in the puts. Tesla, over 29,000 contracts in the calls for today. NVDA, over 6,000 contracts in calls for NVDA, so somebody's bullish. AMD, it's pretty even, but 52% slight edge to the bulls, over 6,000 contracts in the calls. Let's see the VIX. This should be interesting. 100% in the call, 31,000 contracts, 100% in the calls. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys find value in this video. Remember, guys, stay a sheep. All right, I know it's hard. I know to have discipline and, you know, to do something different from the majority. It's hard, but I encourage you guys to be a sheep. Keep fighting. Sheeps are hard-headed. So be hard-headed and keep pushing forward. Don't let these market makers win. Other than that, if you want more content from Uncle Charles, please consider joining my Discord. But if not, it's all good. Have a great evening. Peace.